Well guys, this is it. This is my last naturally aspirated Crown Victoria modification. And that's because in the trunk of this car I have the ultimate, the absolute ultimate Crown Victoria modification. But you guys are gonna have to bear with me. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be worth it. Just hang out for a couple more days. But for now, I'm gonna be doing this modification right here for you guys. That's right. This is one of the most requested Crown Victoria modifications I get on my channel on a daily basis. This is what you guys are asking for. So this is what you guys are gonna get. What exactly am I gonna be installing on this car today? Well, today I'm gonna show you guys how to install a throttle body spacer for your Ford Crown Victoria, Lincoln Town Car, or Mercury Grand Marquis. Oh God, here we go. Throttle body spacer, Crown Victoria. Listen guys, a lot of you guys need to understand that not everybody has an extra $30,000 laying around to do a full GT500 swap on a Crown Victoria. Sometimes we gotta work with what we got. And believe it or not, a lot of people install and want to install throttle body spacers on their Crown Victoria. So although this might not be the most expensive mod, it might not be the most lucrative mod, it's a mod nonetheless. All right guys, so today I'm going to be doing a full guide on how to install a throttle body spacer for your Crown Vic. The tools that you're going to need are incredibly simple. Flathead screwdriver, socket wrench. You're going to need one of these because I'm also going to show you guys how to relearn your throttle body. It's going to be incredibly simple, and it's probably going to be the best way to make this modification the most effective. And while I'm at it, I'm actually going to just clean the throttle body as well. You don't have to do this, but since you're already getting the throttle body out, you might as well just clean it up a little bit. Now, some of you guys might be noticing there's a completely different change of scenery. We're now at an abandoned fire station, and the reason for the sudden change of scenery is because unfortunately they had sent me the wrong throttle body spacer. The one you guys are looking at right now, the perfectly square one, this is the one you need, not the one that has a little bulge. That one was for a 5.4 liter V8. So this right here, this is a throttle body spacer that you guys need. You can get this from AutoZone. All you got to do is get a throttle body spacer for a 1998 Ford Expedition with a 4.6 liter V8. So this is the correct throttle body spacer right here, not this one. So the only thing left to do is to dive back into it. Now, I had recorded the disassembly of the throttle body earlier on this week, so we're going to be switching locations again. Remember, 1998 Ford Expedition 4.6. This is what the correct one looks like. All right guys, now the first step is you're going to want to disconnect your negative battery terminal. Now for the relearning process, I'm going to just put a piece of cloth or something like that that's going to be in between the actual negative post, the negative terminal, and the post right here. So that's going to come in handy a little bit later. So first step, disconnect your negative battery terminal. All right, so first I'm just going to remove this PVC hose right here. You click this little tab down and then you just pull it right out. And after that, we're going to remove the upper intake tube right here. It's literally just a flathead screwdriver. We're going to get this out of the way. Once we got this out of the way, now we can work on this. We're going to remove this idle bypass connection right here. Just flathead screwdriver, the little red tab, push all the way back, and then just push out and it'll come right out. After that, we're going to make our way to our drive-by-wire connector, red tab, push it out, and then it'll slide out as well. Just gonna move that out of the way. Next step is to remove the 4 bolts that are holding your throttle body in place. There's one right there, one right there. We're gonna start with the bottom 2, and then we're gonna make our way to the top ones. Once you have removed all 4 bolts very carefully, because you don't want to drop these bolts, you can take out your throttle body. All right guys, now very carefully take out your throttle body gasket, and we're going to put that aside because we're actually going to reuse that. Look how filthy, look how gunky this thing is. That's where that throttle body cleaner is going to come in handy. As a matter of fact, it's exactly what I'm about to do. I'll be right back. All right, guys, now installing this thing is incredibly simple. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our throttle body. We're gonna connect the reusable gasket that it comes with. We're gonna plug it in. The two holes that are right there coincide with the two little tabs right there. That's how you know you're putting it the right way. Then you're gonna grab your throttle body spacer. You're gonna notice there's some numbers there. That part goes into your intake manifold. The part with the numbers goes pointing that way towards your intake manifold. So what we'll do is we'll connect this to this gasket, remember, with those numbers facing in. And then after that, we're going to use one of the gaskets supplied with our throttle body spacer, and we're going to put that in there. That's going to go between the intake manifold and your throttle body spacer. It's going to all go sandwiched in just like that. We got our throttle body, the reusable gasket that came with a throttle body. We got our throttle body spacer, numbers pointing towards the intake manifold, and then we got the gasket. And we're going to bring that all together with the supplied bolts. These are going to be the longest bolts out of this entire kit. Just literally get the 4 longest bolts. What I like to do is I like to use those 4 bolts to kind of hold everything together, and we're just going to plug this back into our intake manifold, literally just repeating the same process that we use to remove it, but just in reverse. Guys, one thing I did forget to mention is that your kit also comes with these little locking washers. Simply just put that through the bolt and then just install it. All right, guys, and once you have installed your new throttle body spacer, look how shiny. I'll get it now in the sunlight so you guys can see how shiny it is. And it's nice and secure. All you have to do is pretty much just connect everything back. And then once you have everything connected back, we're gonna do the throttle body reset. Literally only takes about 5 minutes, and we'll be ready to crank this thing up. Here we go. All right, guys, so before you turn your car back on, what we're going to want to do is relearn the throttle body. It's incredibly simple. That's where a little jumper cable right here. Just grab your little jumper cable, put one end on the positive terminal of your battery, and we're going to put the other end right here on the negative terminal. We're just going to clamp it on right there. Now just let it sit there for about maybe 2 to 3 minutes. What it's going to do is it's going to short out all those capacitors, gonna make your throttle body start from 0. And then we're gonna reconnect our negative battery terminal. Make sure the AC is turned off. Make sure everything is turned off, everything is unplugged. You're gonna put your ignition in the on position. You're gonna wait for everything. You're gonna wait for all the lights to come out, and then you're gonna wait for them to start clearing out. Here we go. That's going to give it, there we go, that's going to give it enough time for your actual throttle body to start kicking in. Then after that, crank on the car. Now what's happening is that your computer is relearning all the values and all that stuff for your throttle body. So you're going to want to wait. This is the most important part. You're going to want to wait at least 15 minutes, between 15 to 20 minutes, to let your car go up to operating temperature and to let everything kind of zero out. All right, guys, so this is the moment. Oh, okay, I see you. Now, does that mean that the car is now faster? Does it mean it have more horsepower? I highly doubt it. It's definitely, hold on, there's a cop. It's definitely more responsive. Maybe that'll come in handy if you're trying to merge on the highway, or if you're trying to make a quick turn left or right, or if you're doing maybe some auto crossing and you need a very touchy-feely throttle. Oh my God. Whoa. Woo! Okay, that is dangerous. That's gonna get me in trouble. Holy crap. All right, so there you guys have it. Throttle body spacer install for your Ford Crown Victoria. That's what she looks like, all nice and shiny. Now, I'm not telling any of you guys to buy one of these things. I always leave that judgment for yourselves, guys. I just present the product. I install it because that's what you guys want me to do, and then I give you the option. Either way, I gotta get back home, man. Catch you guys in the next Crown Vic video. It's gonna be a big one.